Good morning. Welcome into the studio today. I want to get to swatching my new inks because I want to fill my pens with the new inks and really see how they act. Especially, I bought a lot of shimmer. I didn't I don't think I had any shimmer inks, even the samples that I'd gotten from others. So I've decided to break this down into three sections or three different videos. Hopefully, it'll be a shorter time. And I've spent a lot of time this morning labeling things. I have a brother label and labeler. And I did this the other night where I put the name of the ink and then the company, and then the name of the ink. And by the way, I made a mistake if you've watched my other Spacewalk video. So I was kind of half right. Tono and Lims are from Japan and Korea. And the inks, I believe, are made in Korea. Well, I can't read this anyways. All right. So these were all the inks that I got. This muddler did not come from Spacewalk. And if this is the first time you've heard of Spacewalk, it is a ink event at different stationery events, and I'm sure pen shows, obviously pen shows because they make ink for pens, that you can go in and try out different inks. And they have what's called the ink tasting or ink tester bar, and you use a Q-tip, and then you do that in on your whatever, if you brought a notebook or if you want to have paper there. And then they're numbered. And then they'll pull the number instead of course, trying to remember the ink name. The bottle boxes are really pretty, as you can see. So I did take time to label all of my sample bottles. I like to decant these into these little samples because I like to also paint with them. And sometimes when you get it on the paintbrush, it doesn't come out all the way. So I don't want to contaminate a whole bottle. What I also did was label the underside so I would know where it came from. So this has space. These initials stand for Spacewalk, Stationery Fest 2026, and then the exclusives would have LE 26. So let's go ahead and get to doing some swatches. I picked this up at Stationery Spacewalk as well. This is from the custom ink pad event, and I'll show you what that looks like. And let's get started. So I have multiple systems basically because I'm very new and I really didn't know what was going to work for me or not. So I kept trying different ones to keep track of what I had. The wearing gold cards, swatch cards, is what I showed in my other videos. They helped me when I went to Stationery Fest because I was able to match them. So I didn't have a whole lot left of these, but I do have enough to do this video. Another way I've kept record, I decided, oh, well, now I'm going to try to like keep it by brand name. Okay. And then I have this one where I was trying to do color, but then realized that that wasn't going to work because I wouldn't really know how many pages to leave in between. But I do like seeing these big ink swatches. This is in a Tomo River paper as well. So I'm not going to make you sit through all of that, different ways of swatching, but I will go ahead and use the wearing gold cards and swatch some of that out and also stamp this. So the first ink that I have is Aphrodite's Flower. Here's the box for that. So I'll open it up. Actually, I think I'm going to use one of these so I don't spill this. I found these at a yard sale. I really do think somebody was using it for this, but I don't know. But it fits quite well. So again, most of these inks are shimmer. So I am going to, I'm not sure if this one is or not. I guess we're going to find out. Not sure if that is or not. I guess I should have looked first. Okay, just going to kind of rinse it off a little bit. And then I'm going to paint in my little ink bottle. So this one actually kind of reminds me of Hana Akata from Pilot Iroshizuku. Not sure if anybody sees the same. This must have something else to it because I know I was looking for some pink inks, which I didn't have that much over. Maybe I was out of that, so maybe that's what I was looking for. I don't know. It's pretty daggone overwhelming when you're there to figure it all out. So here is my Caran d'Ache. It's very old, and I thought when I bought the nib at um, Stationery Fest itself that I had bought the same size. I was kind of excited because this one is so old. This has got to be 20 years old. And I have to remember to speak up. I noticed in my videos my voice goes really low. So that's Tono and Lims, Aphrodite's Flower. That's interesting. I have a pen from, I wish I had it up here. It's a beautiful pen from Visconti. I think it's Aphrodite's. Oh, see how pretty that is? The shading on that. I like that. Okay. And I got that pen from my first ever mystery box. I keep saying I'm going to show the things that I got because I had a great experience. I like to share great experiences. It was a mystery box. So that was, oh, I forgot to do that. Oh, definitely out of practice here. All right, so I'm going to dip it and I'll paint the lid. This is why I can't do all the inks that I bought because they'll take forever. Plus, I'm going to go back and fill in these books. All right, so there's that one. So I'm going to put that one off to the side. Let's do this one. Shizu T. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Oh, here I go. And again, I'm going to put that over there. I'm not speaking up. Shizu T. All right. No, that one doesn't either. Okay. Oh, that's right. This one was going to be my dupe for Palette Iroshizuku Chiku Rin, which I couldn't find anywhere. So you'll have to tell me if you think it is. So I don't need to mix it. It's not a shimmer. I got a smaller brush. This is more of a watercolor brush, I believe. What size is it? It's a round. 000, I guess. Because the synthetic one I had was really sticking in there. The paint just didn't want to come out. So that, of course, affected your swatch. So I also like to have it puddle a little bit. I didn't do that so much with the other one. Again, I haven't done this in a while. I bought 2 inks. Are they both Pilot? I think they were. 2 inks from Haul, the Amazon Haul. Like, I hadn't even heard of it before. No, I did it again. All right, I'll do this. It's like a discount, and I did it during Prime Day. It was ridiculous, the discount I got. 50% off. Free shipping? I'm going to have to definitely look that up next time they do a Prime Day. Tono and Lims, right? Oh, you would think I would know this by now since I've done it over and over. I wrote it in different places. Shizou Tea. Wasn't this right nice? I think it writes nice. Okay, so I do have a little paper towel in my lap that I'm wiping this off. Oh, I should have brought the bottle. It's pretty too. All right, so here's what that looks like. Isn't that pretty? And I did go in and even though this one was here, Shizou Tea. Yeah, made in Korea. I did go in and translate, and some of these had like extra things, like a little piece of paper in the actual box that told about it. There was one here. It was dried tulip petals and told a story. Another one was, I wrote it down somewhere. Something about a love letter. Very cool. All right, so there is Shizou tea. I don't know, I'm not sure. It says brighter green as Chikurin, but I like it. Okay, I need to make space. Okay, put this over here. You know, once I finally get into the system, I'll probably be done. Oh, that really is drying nice over there. Okay, Shizou tea is going, or Shizou. Somebody needs to tell me how to say that. Here we go. Oh, there's exclusives. Let's wait for those to last. All right, let's do this one. Spring Evening. Oh, it's not Spring Evening. That's bonito. It's fish. Spring Evening. Okay. That way. How about we do that? And give you something to look at. Look and see. Oh, there's shimmer. Okay. Found the shimmer. Had to be a reason to have this, right? Beautiful, beautiful purple. Right. Here we go. And a little bit of this, not too much. See if it shows. I'm gonna wipe a little bit it off because I do like to see it both light and dark. I don't really see shimmer, do you? Maybe when it dries. Okay, let's see. Let's do this while I got my paintbrush. Oh, and these little circular labels I bought from the Amazon haul of Amazon haul. Okay, clean that. I think I should mix it again. I'm not really seeing a lot. Maybe I'll mix it again. The glass artist that made this said you do it like this so you don't get bubbles. Okay, let's see. Tono Lims. I forgot. What did I say? Spring Evening. I seriously don't. Oh, yeah, I do now. Okay. I was going to say I don't see it, but if I look closely, I can see it. Okay. 3 down, 3 to go. Evening. Oh, I just smeared that. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. I can move this out of the way. And let's do this. And which are you? Nope, don't want you. Yes, I do want you. All right, so now we're going to do bonito, which translates into fish. There's my card. Let's see, do you have shimmer? Oh, you have shimmer too. Told you I was like really into the shimmer. Clean this. This one has purple on it. All right, let's try. So this ticket for the Spacewalk was a separate ticket from Stationery Fest. But in order to, which didn't make a lot of sense, at least not to me, I'm sure it does to somebody, you had to have a ticket to Stationery Fest to buy a ticket for Spacewalk. I'm sure there's a reason behind that, but I'm not sure what. Because there's no reentry either way. I mean, I haven't heard anybody mention this, but they had guards. They must have hired a security team because there were guards at, oh, that's super light. Holy cannoli. Look how light that is. Oh, it's pretty though. There were guards at every exit. There were guards standing like against the poles, I'm assuming to help protect the merchandise so that, you know, it wasn't picked up by accident and not paid for. I didn't see any of that, but I don't know. You never know. All right, let's see if I can do this. Maybe I'll see some. I do see shimmer now. What did I say? Oh, bonito. Tono. This is why I have to write. I have to make labels because, you know, I'm going to say, when did I get that ink? Where did I get that ink? And now I have some sort of a system. Maybe I'll stick with it. Tono Lims Bonito. So yes, it was an additional fee to go. I didn't find it was really that. The only thing that was busy was the in tasting, which makes sense. Everybody wants to do that. And that was free. And this is where I bought these 6 inks. So there's Bonito. And I'll show you all these cards up close once they dry. Okay. Still trying to keep it organized. Bonito, right? Yep. Bonito. Bonita. I knew someone named Bonita. Oh, yeah. She worked at the school. She just retired. All right, next. These are the two exclusives. This one I don't understand because, all right. So there were 4 inks. There was something called Matinhenge or something. All right, let's just call it for what it is. All right. So these were the 4 exclusives. Manhattan Henge. Okay. Witching Hour, Skyward, and Industry Block. These were the 2 inks that I wanted. These were the 2 inks that I got. This is Skyward. This is Brick Dust. Where'd that come from? I don't know. Seems like it was somewhere else. But I did look it up, and it was a 2026 stationery exclusive. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Either way. So we get to see this because I haven't seen this color. We get to see it together. Well, except for um, decanting it. All right, so let's do this now. So this is the Tono Lims Brick Dust. Please tell me if you got this color. Let me know what you think about it. I'd also love to know what other people's systems are. Well, it's a reddish brown. I guess it's kind of like that Manhattan hinge. Is it supposed to be some sort of play on Stonehenge? It said I didn't have, but it's, I mean, it's a pretty red brown, right? Don't know what it's going to do, shading wise or whatever. All right, let me try this. I do try to sort. I have these ink vial holders. That's not these wooden things, but 3D that that my son made, and that's how I try to sort these with these dots by color. So when I'm looking for a color, I can sort of pick it out. All right, so this is Tono and Lims. Also, I don't know if I said, but if anybody knows what nib this is, I'd love to know. This is brick dust. Oops, I need more. I've tried to like take a photo of it and blow it up. I still can't read it. I think part of the problem is that it's stuck down, it's rusted down in here. So I can't get it loose to really read the whole thing. Oh, I wanted to write. What do you want to write? Okay, let's write Stationery Fest exclusive. At least I think it is. This looked to be doing some shading. Okay. Last ink. This off to the side, running out of room. Put this over here. Put the card on top. Okay. Last ink. Card. Oh, that's right. Where did I put the others? I wanted to. I ran out of cards, so I was going to make my own. But don't want to take that time right now. All right, let's see what this one is. So this one is Skyward. Very pretty blue. I know for sure this was a Stationery Fest exclusive. Bubble. Very light blue. Robin's egg, maybe. Okay, paint the lid. These are glossy, so it does bubble up a little bit, but that's fine because there's really just, it's just for organization. All right, here we go. Tono. And Limbs, Skyward. Oops, let's do that. And this is Stationery. Fest exclusive. Okay. This one off to the side. It's a little bumpy here. It's pretty. All right. So I did want to show the custom ink that I had mixed. So another additional cost was to have a fountain pen ink or a stamp pad ink mixed by Tono or their team, Tono Lims and their team. So they said to bring a photo or something like that. I instead brought a couple of ink markers, Shikiori. I forget the second part of that. Anyways, one was violet and one was blue. So I'm not sure if I could show in this book where I was stamping. No, it might be up further. No. All right. Well, I'm not going to take your time to see that. So I bought this stamp, which I really think is adorable. So this is how it stamps in a black ink pad. They kept asking if it was right. They would put a little square on a sort of like acrylic piece, give me a stamp. I'd stamp it, I think 4 or 5 times until it got to what I was looking for. So let's see what that looks like. Oops. Okay. And do it again. I'm going to do it away from that. So this is the traveler's passport, regular paper. So it bleeds through. Well, not doesn't bleed through. It shows through. Goes. All right. So this is what I think is cool. I don't know if you can actually see that very well, but in person, you can see the blue and the purple both at the same time. That's what I wanted. That's what they did. That was amazing. That was amazing, right? Love it. Love, love, love. So this is, did I say that already? This was 40 to have this done. I would have preferred an ink because I feel like I would use it more, but those were all sold out. So therefore, I did the next best thing. Oil-free, water-based pigment ink, Stamp Ink Lab, it's called. So I know people might think that, well, that was a lot of money. And it is for an ink pad, which usually like 10. I bought one over at Yoseka that was $10. But it was the experience. I will probably only do this once. And, I loved it. I mean, if you went to an amusement park and went on a ride for the park for the day, even, you know, it's gone, it's done. What it is the memory that continues. So this is a memory, plus I have something physical from it as well, and I'll think about it every time. So I tried to protect it. I'm not sure. I don't obviously don't know these as well. I would have liked to have a refill of it, what was left over, but that's fine. Like I'm just, when and it dries really well, a little bit, right? Yeah. And that was fun. And I love this little guy. He's going to be great for a traveler's notebook, right? Or any kind of travel theme. And I also did this on here too. All right, let me do a review now that these should all dry. I'll start over here. This turned out really beautiful. Now I know why I liked it. Can you see that? The light and dark, but then this looks, I don't know. It does remind me of Hana Yukata. So there's that, Aphrodite's flower. I'm excited to be able to put these, especially these, because a lot of these are summer colors. Oh, I don't want this. I want this. Sorry, guys. I'm trying. Here is Tono and Lims. Well, sorry. It's all going to be Tono and Lims. Shizu tea with the box. Touch my thumb. That's what box would look like. Next. And I am going to display these in the box. Most of my inks are out of their boxes, but these are so beautiful. I feel like, let me show you one before I go. I feel like the bottles are just kind of like standard, but that's okay. Even though the front of the bottle has a picture of the fish. All right, now I don't know. I thought that was what I'm going to do, but that one had shimmer in it. It's hard to see that. Definitely needs to be in a medium nib pen. So there's that. Here's Skyward. This was the exclusive. Oh my gosh. I always have an avalanche. Oh my gosh. Everything's falling. Here's what that looks like. He's flying with the pigeons. Every time I look at, oh gosh, I just get such joy from it. See like new things. Does that see? But then it's, pigeons are here and pigeons are there. There's that. And last but not least, my unexpected ink, Brick Dust. Oh, I touched all of this apparently. I don't know what this is. It says 2026 summer. Okay. And it says New York. Okay. All right. That's it. I believe that's it. I hope you are having a fabulous day. It is stinking hot here in Delaware. I'm over the heat. Like, my air has been running nonstop. Makes you not want to go out. So there we go. Have yourself a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon.